Ladies and gentlemen, this is Salvador from WrestleScope, and I'm absolutely furious right now. Can you believe the audacity, the sheer betrayal unfolding in the WWE universe? Just when you thought SmackDown couldn't get any more explosive, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, the unbreakable tag team champions known as Rio, unleashed an epic beatdown on the so-called irresistible force, Nia Jax, that left the entire arena in utter chaos. But hold on, folks, this wasn't just any skirmish. This was a calculated ambush turned on its head, a moment that exposes the dirty underbelly of WWE politics. Nia Jax, that hulking bully, thought she could steamroll her way through the women's division with her new sidekick, Lash Legend, attacking Rhea during her non-title match against Julia like a coward. But oh boy, did she get what's coming to her. This outrage has me seething. How many times will WWE let these power-hungry monsters disrupt the show without consequences? If you're as pissed off as I am, smash that like button, drop a comment below telling me who you think is behind this alliance, and share this video with every wrestling fan you know. Stick around because we're diving deep into this madness, frame by frame, and trust me, you won't want to miss the twist that could change the women's tag team landscape forever. Hello viewers, if you're new here, please don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button for daily updates on WWE Raw. Okay, WWE Universe, let's rewind the clock to February 20, 2026, a night that will go down in SmackDown history as the epicenter of pure anarchy. The Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida was packed to the rafters, fans buzzing with anticipation for what was billed as a standard non-title showdown between WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Rhea Ripley and the Women's United States Champion Julia. But as we all know now, nothing in WWE is ever standard when egos and titles are on the line. Picture this, Rhea Ripley, the nightmare herself, strutting down the ramp with that signature smirk, her black gear glistening under the lights, tattoos telling stories of battles won. Julia, the fierce Italian-Japanese sensation, waiting in the ring, ready to prove why she's the US champ. The bell rings and these two powerhouses lock up in a clinic of technical wrestling mixed with raw power. Suplexes flying, kicks landing with thunderous impact. It was shaping up to be match of the night material. But then, out of nowhere, the music hits. Boom, Nia Jax's theme blares through the speakers, and the crowd erupts in a mix of boos and gasps. Nia Jax, that 6-foot-tall, 272-pound behemoth, storms the ring like she owns the place, flanked by her new tag partner Lash Legend, the athletic phenom who's been making waves with her NXT pedigree. They're calling themselves the Irresistible Forces, but let's call it what it is, a duo of opportunists looking to bully their way to the top. Nia slides under the ropes, her eyes locked on Rhea, who's mid-grapple with Julia. Without a second's hesitation, Nia charges, delivering a vicious clothesline that sends Rhea sprawling. Lash follows suit, pouncing on Julia like a predator, turning the ring into a war zone. The referee's losing control, the bells ringing wildly, but no one's listening. Nia hoists Rhea up for what looks like her signature Annihilator, that devastating Samoan drop that could end careers. The fans are on their feet, screaming in outrage. "This is bullshit," chants echo through the arena. And I'm right there with you folks. How dare Nia interrupt a fair fight? This isn't wrestling, this is thuggery. But wait, the genius of the sky isn't about to let her partner get demolished. Cue Io Sky's entrance music, that electrifying beat that signals aerial destruction is imminent. Io bursts from the back, sprinting down the ramp faster than a shooting star. She leaps onto the apron, springboards over the top rope, and nails Lash Legend with a picture-perfect missile dropkick that sends her tumbling out of the ring. The crowd goes wild. Nia turns, still holding Rhea, but it's too late. Io climbs the turnbuckle in a flash, launches herself, and connects with a breathtaking moonsault right onto Nia's back, forcing her to drop Rhea like a hot potato. Now, here's where the epic beatdown truly explodes. Rhea, fueled by pure adrenaline and rage, pops back up. She and Io lock eyes, no words needed. This is tag team synergy at its finest. They circle Nia like sharks, the big woman backing up, realizing she's outnumbered. Rhea strikes first with a brutal ripcord clothesline, staggering Nia. Io follows with a series of rapid kicks to the midsection, each one echoing like gunshots. Nia swings wildly, but Rhea ducks and counters with a German suplex that shakes the ring posts. The chaos spills outside as Lash tries to re-enter, but Io meets her with a suicide dive through the ropes, bodies crashing into the barricade, fans jumping out of their seats. Back in the ring, Rhea has Nia cornered. She climbs the ropes, perches like a gargoyle, and delivers a vicious, stomping beatdown to Nia's chest. The irresistible force is crumbling. But Nia's not done. She powers out, grabbing Rhea by the throat for a chokeslam attempt. That's when Io returns, climbing Nia's back like a monkey and locking in a sleeper hold. Nia flails, but Rhea breaks free and spears Nia right in the gut, the impact so fierce it sends all three crashing to the mat. Security rushes in, but it's too late. The damage is done. Nia and Lash are dragged away, battered and humiliated, while Rhea and Io stand tall, raising their tag titles high. The arena is electric, chants of Rhio, Rhio filling the air. But folks, this isn't just a win, this is a statement. Nia Jax thought she could dominate, but she got schooled. And I'm outraged. Why does WWE allow these post-match ambushes? It's endangering our stars and it needs to stop. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Nia Jax overstepping, or is this just the nature of the beast? Let's break this down step by step because this moment deserves scrutiny. First, the setup. Rhea versus Julia was no slouch. Julia, with her strong style background, was trading blows toe-to-toe with Rhea. A beautiful bridging suplex from Julia got a near fall, and Rhea's response, a thunderous powerbomb, had the crowd counting along. But Nia's interference? Calculated. Sources tell me that Nia and Lash have been gunning for the tag title since their alliance formed, seeing Rhio as the biggest threat. Unique twist here, folks. Rumor has it there's backstage heat. Whisperings in the locker room suggest Nia Jax might be aligned with a higher power, perhaps even Triple H's old regime remnants, pushing for a dominant force to counter the rising stars like Rhea and Io. Is this a conspiracy to shake up the division? Think about it. Nia's been vocal about being overlooked, and this attack screams desperation. But Rhea and Io, they're the future. Rhea's raw power, Io's unmatched agility, together, they're unstoppable. Replay that moonsault from Io, poetry in motion. She rotates midair, lands flush on Nia, driving the air out of her lungs. Rhea's spear, textbook devastation. Nia's face contorts in pain, serves her right. And Lash legend, bless her athletic heart, but getting ejected like that? Humiliating. This beatdown wasn't just physical, it was psychological warfare. Now, let's talk fallout. Post-show, Nia was seen limping backstage, barking orders at officials. Lash, ever the hype woman, posted on X about revenge coming soon. But Rhio, they celebrated with the fans, posing for selfies, signing autographs. True champions. WWE.com highlights show a tense confrontation earlier in the night involving Julia and Kiana James too, hinting at a larger stable forming against Rhio. Is this the start of a war? I'm outraged because this chaos exposes flaws in WWE's booking. Why no immediate suspension for Nia? Fans deserve better. Share this if you agree. Let's make our voices heard. To understand the magnitude, let's profile these warriors. Rhea Ripley, the 29-year-old Australian phenom, burst onto the scene in 2017. From NXT UK champion to Raw Women's champion, her journey's been epic. Tattoos, goth aesthetic, and that riptide finisher, she's the total package. But her partnership with Io Sky, game changer. Io Sky, formerly Io Shirai, the 35-year-old Japanese sensation, is aerial artistry personified. Multiple NXT Women's champion, her moonsault is legendary. Teaming with Rhea after a surprise draft twist, they've defended the tags against all comers. Their chemistry, electric. Rhio isn't just a team, it's a movement. Nia Jax, the 41-year-old powerhouse, cousin to The Rock, has always been controversial. From Raw Women's champion to tag titles with Shayna Baszler, her size is her weapon. But lately, she's been a bully, aligning with Lash legend, the 28-year-old former basketball star turned wrestler, known for her mixed skills and athleticism. This clash, inevitable. Past encounters show Rhio dominating in tag matches, but Nia's sneak attacks keep escalating. The Feb 13 tag match ended in carnage, referee stoppage due to excessive violence. Nia and Lash were overpowered, but Rhio retained. Now this beatdown, payback. Unique twist. Imagine if this was orchestrated by a jealous former champ like Asuka or Alexa Bliss, pulling strings from the shadows. Rumors swirl of a mulched women alliance against Rhio. Outrageous if true. The women's division thriving, yet sabotage? Fans on X are furious. Comments like Rhio and Lash bullying the division. Eat, but also Rhio has never beat Nia clean? Debatable, but this rappel proves they're superior. So where do we go from here? Elimination Chamber looms, and whispers of a tag title defense against Nia and Lash. But after this chaos, expect stipulations. No DQ, perhaps? Rhea's post-match promo. Nia, you want war? You've got it. Io added, sky's the limit for your pain. I'm predicting a brutal feud culminating at WrestleMania. But outrage, WWE must protect its stars. No more ambushes.